His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Now George. From about 19 feet, here's Zubac. That one's not going to go. Towns with the defensive effort. Wiggins surveying the floor. Towns high post. Towns is doubled. Passes it to Culver. Shot clock at 3. And it's off from three-point range. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal. Turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Harkless with it. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time. And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Outside, George. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Napier passes to Towns. Kicks to Covington. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Back to George. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Pass to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Smitty, the increased pace of the game, how does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look. He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Wiggins outside. Knocks it loose. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And George with the stuff.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Culver, and it's blocked. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
Wiggins outside. Back to Napier. Good on the 13-footer.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Beverly. 9 points last game out. Here's Leonard. And he overshot that one, missing. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. Did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Free throw drops for Culver.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
That one is no good. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
Here's Napier. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And here's Culver. 26 points for him last game against Toronto.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Stolen by Beverly. At the elbow, it's George. And George with the stuff.
Always applying the pressure. Beverly loves to attack you defensively and in transition.
Here's Napier. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Towns. Off target at the rim.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is...
Whoa, hammering it in.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now, here's Napier. And the rejection by Zubats. And George, here we go. And he banks in the layup. George has got 10 points.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Towns kicks to Culver. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Los Angeles leading by 6. There's the pass to Zubats. Outside Leonard. Outside George. Begins with the block. Pass to Culver. And Harkless pulls it down. Harkless has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Covington. And it's off the back rim. No good. Clippers have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. From deep, George. That doesn't go either for George. Timberwolves shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Wiggins passes to Napier. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Towns has got his 2nd basket of the game.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Towns. Vonleh comes in for Robert Covington. Okogie's checked in for Andrew Wiggins, and Krebs subbed in for Napier. Now here's Harrell. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Here's Williams, and the rejection by Chang. And they'll keep possession. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That'll put Montrezl Harrell on the line. It goes on Jarrett Culver. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game here. The free throw off from Harrell.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the team. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
That's good from Crabbe. Clippers leading by 3. Bounce pass from Shamet. Now here's Harrell. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Just 5 to shoot. Williams inside the line. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. Around halfway through the season, and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You take a look at Los Angeles, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, Minnesota just need to take it a game at a time.
And right now for the Clippers, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
You're not alone. How could anyone have predicted this? Nobody thought they'd be such serious contenders this deep into the season.
Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And that one's good, Shamet. Timberwolves trail by 3. Culver passes to Okogie. Now Vonleh. Now the dish to Culver. Trying to get open is Jang, and it's blocked.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Drills the three-pointer.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Here's Culver. After Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. And Crabbe now atop the key. Vonleh at the elbow. Okogie inside the three-point line. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Okogie's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now Williams. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Pelicans. 1:53 left here in the opening quarter. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Mann. Harrell trying to free himself up. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Okogie. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Shoots a three. Rebound by the Clippers. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd. Lou Williams has been a weapon off the bench for so long, and he has won Sixth Man of the Year multiple times.
That's good from Williams. And for Lou Williams, he is just instant offense when you bring him, Smitty, into the game.
And a lot of that is just his mindset. Lou Williams, once he's checked in, he is attacking at every given opportunity. Not everyone can be successful off the bench, but Lou Williams has made a career of it.
And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Cram. Defense is right there. Vonleh with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Okogie inside the three-point line. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Here's McGruder. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Napier. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here is Williams. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top, up by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone in the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Zhang is out there with Vonleh. Then it's Allen Crabbe. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Okogie in at the 3. He hits both from the stripe. Smitty, at the defensive end, who are the best players in the league at selling a charge call?
I would say Kyle Lowry is one of my favorites. Marcus Smart, P.J. Tucker. Those are the guys that come to mind that do it well. They take charges and also they sell them.
Yeah, Tucker in particular, and I love Lowry, but he'll take it, and you know it hurts, but he takes it every game and multiple times a game, right? I mean, wow.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Jang, following the miss by Lou Williams. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Okogie. Here's Vonleh. And he makes good on the layup.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Now, here's Shamet. He's guarded by Cram. Puts it up from 15. It's tipped. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. He feeds it to Harrell. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. Fourth, the Clippers.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
That's good from Harrell.
What I appreciate about Harrell is how hard he's worked on his skill set. The jumper, the post moves, and the passing.
And both free throws good for Harrell. Here's Napier. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Okogie. Goes up again. Off the left rim and out. Los Angeles leading by 4. Shamet kicks to Williams. A floater, and it's good on the way in.
I like this choice by Lou. He tried to take it to the rack, but sees he has the easy floater over the top.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And finished off by Jang.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Here's Crab. That shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls, and of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
Here's Napier. After the basket by Los Angeles. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
For Minnesota, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Jermichael Green. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Rodney Magruder. George is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. Free throw drops for Napier.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfectly aligned so far here in the second quarter.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Now here's Towns. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Here's Napier. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Vonleh. Dishes it to Napier. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Lets it go with the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He can hit it from deep, but needs a little more room to operate, and the defense wouldn't give it to him.
And Beverly kicks to George. To the middle, here's Leonard. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Covington. Timberwolves trail by 7.
And you gotta love the mindset of Robert Covington when he plays defense. So active with his hands and feet, rarely gets fooled on any up fakes or jab steps.
And so Napier will bring it up for Minnesota. On the wing, Wiggins, extended by Beverly. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
You know, it's easy to see why, Greg, Covington has been named to first-team all-defense in the past.
The team is noticeably different when his defensive presence is missing. I mean, rare to find a perimeter player who is as good as him, both on and off the ball.
Now, here's Napier. 7 points in the game. They could use a bucket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Culver's checked in for Minnesota. And he's good on the second.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Beverly dishes to Harrell. Feeds it to Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
Well, free throw drops for Leonard. And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all 3 levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
Leonard hits them both.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Now Culver. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
He's an aggressive defender with long arms. Montrezl Harrell is always looking to send it back.
The pass to Culver. 5 on the clock. Over Harkless. A nice shot by Culver. Culver's got 5 points so far.
And really, that's good defense. In the end, though, Culver just a little better and quicker.
Culver with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Harrell. 6 points for him. Beverly for 3. But they'll get another chance. Now here's Harkless. Defended by Covington. Shot clock at 6. Here's George, and the shot goes in. 12 points for him.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Now here's Culver. 5 points in the game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Beverly with the ball. Pass to Harrell. Shoots over Culver. And is Harrell missing? Timberwolves trail by 8. Wiggins outside. Outside Covington. Back to Wiggins. Passes to Culver. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
For Minnesota, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Here's George. He's got 12. Leonard on the wing. Over Wiggins. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. Now here's Napier. Defended by Beverly. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And a moment to see numbers for Napier. He's right around 9 points a night, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Now here's Towns. He's got 5. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
They're trailing, and their offense has gone away. They shot it better in the first, but are really flat so far here in the second.
Here's Beverly. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Leonard finds George. 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. Got a piece of it. And Napier will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Towns. And here's Culver. A three-pointer, no good. Beverly looking around. Leonard inside. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Well, Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
Check in for Napier.
Looking now at some numbers for Zubac. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. 18th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And as you were saying, one of the better rebounders in the league. He just has that tireless work ethic that also motivates the rest of his teammates. Now, here's Wiggins. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Beverly following the score by Jarrett Culver. To the inside. Here's Leonard. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now, here's Culver. He's tightly guarded. Covington against Leonard. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And the 3 off target.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
A different look for the Clippers. Rodney McGruder comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Jang, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Now here's Cram. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. The pass to Wiggins. He kicks it to Culver. trying his luck from deep. They get the rebound, and it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Leonard, drilled from 11 feet out. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Here's Cramp. Pass to Wiggins. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Bounce pass from Williams. Leonard draws the double. The shot by Williams, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Culver's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Lou Williams hits from deep. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Quick feet, quick release. Hard to check Lou Williams from beyond the arc.
And here's Culver. And he converts the layup. Culver's got 9.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
Well, it's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 18 points, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
I'm not surprised. Kawhi Leonard, usually getting it done on both ends, can give you 20, 30, 40 points a night and lock down the opponent's best scorer. True superstar, ain't he?
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Wiggins to the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And credit the aggressiveness there. I love it whenever Culver is looking to score. It focuses the defense on him and still able to get the job done.
That free throw, no good.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Timberwolves trail by 16. Napier kicks to Wiggins. Zubac against Towns. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Now let's take a look at Paul George, some stats on him. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging about 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Now here's Beverly. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And the basket by Napier.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Clippers leading by 16. George looking around. Passes it to Leonard. Fades. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Pass to Culver. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Culver's got 11.
And how about the balance there from Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over.
And here's George for 3. Here's Zubac. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 16. Now the pass to Culver. Here's Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to Wiggins. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And the first one drops.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Towns drops them both. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That sets off a 5-game tour for them.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Back to Napier. Passes it to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Wiggins. There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 11 rebounds in the game. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from the players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Shamet on the wing. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Okogie. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Pass to Vonleh. Napier with it. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Shoots the 3.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And there's the pass to Beverly. A floater. That one, no good. Timberwolves trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Pass to Green. Back to Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Harkless. Defended by Covington. The shot by Harkless, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Now here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Green. Here's Shamet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. That's tipped. Wiggins passes to Napier. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Shamet. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the dish to Beverly. Passes it to Harrell. Over Vonleh. Los Angeles with another miss.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Napier passes to Okogie. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. And the first one at the line is good. A different look for the Clippers. Rodney McGruder's checked in for JaMychal Green, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Allen Crabbe comes in for Napier. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Clippers leading by 14. Now Shamet. Pass to Harkless. Williams against Wiggins. Williams passes to Harkless. Good on the shot. And the Clippers lead by 16.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now here's Wiggins. He has 5. And Wiggins throws it down.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Wiggins against Williams. Over Wiggins. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 14-point game. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. From about 16, offensive rebound, and the dunk by Vonleh.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 9.
You see the toughness of Williams. Won't shy away from contact.
And the pass to Okogie. Pass to Wiggins. From 11 feet away, Vonleh. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 6 points for Noah Vonleh.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Williams for 3. That shot off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Wiggins. Count it. Good. 9 points in the game so far.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Williams passes to Shamet. Here's Harrell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You guys play with Harrell's level of energy, and that gets him to the line with some frequency.
The Clippers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Culver's checked in. No good on the second free throw. Timberwolves trail by 11. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And the lead is down inside single digits. Wiggins has got 9 points now in just the second half. Williams looking around. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 16-7 run. Wiggins left side. Dishes to Jang. Back to Wiggins. 17-foot shot on the way. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Magruder. Here's Harrell. And Culver pulls it down.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Here's Magruder. Pass to Leonard. Inside. Minnesota with the rebound. Jang's got 8 rebounds in this game. Grab the pass to Wiggins. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Williams kicks to Harrell. Back to Williams. Outside Leonard. Over Vonleh, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Williams. And it's now 23 points for Kawhi Leonard.
You know, there's a rhythm to Leonard's game, but also an awareness. Just takes what the defense allows.
Bounce pass, Crabbe. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to 5 on the bucket from Andrew Wiggins.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Outside Williams. Pass to Leonard. Over Vonleh. Leonard, no luck. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now here's Culver. He's guarded by Williams. The pass to Vonleh. Lays it up off the glass. Now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Williams gets the bucket.
Shifty with the dribble. Lou Williams knows what to do to get his shot off.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, down low, it's Jang and Towns. Culver out there with Allen Crabbe, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. Outside, George, and stolen by Crabbe. Pass to Culver. He kicks to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. They led by as many as 18 points. A 3 from Leonard. That one, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. passes to Culver. Outside, Towns. On the wing, Wiggins. Over George. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Clippers leading by 6. Leonard.
Oh, okay. Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Towns is doubled. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And here is Los Angeles now. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now here's Harrell. And that one is off. Wiggins with some nice D.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Minnesota calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Gorgie Dang. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Alan Cram. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Ryan Saunders said to the team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
And he gets it to go. And it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Towns. Covington trying to break free. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 4th assist in this one. Clippers leading by 10. Up top, Leonard, covered by Wiggins. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Bucket is good. Culver's got it back down to single digits for Minnesota. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half. Culver passes to Napier. Now Towns. Covington with it. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good with the triple.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
And here's Beverly. Pass to George. The feed now to Harrell. Count it.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Towns, high post. Outside, Covington. It's hauled in by George.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Napier. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. Here's Leonard. Wiggins with the block. Covington kicks to Napier. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Douglas is checked in for Hero. The free throw drops for Towns. Here's Beverly. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That's foul number 2 for him. Now, here's George. He's covered closely.
And this coaching staff appreciates the effort from Culver. The defense is about anticipation and hustle.
Covington dishes to Napier. Towns kicks to Wiggins. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Wiggins has got 19 points.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Now here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Napier passes to Wiggins. There's the pass to Towns. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Off target from three-point range.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
George against Wiggins. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Culver dishes to Napier. Wiggins right side. Off on the layup.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Now Beverly. He feeds it to Leonard. Over Napier. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Timberwolves trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
In the corner, George with it. And he gets it to go from the corner. George has got 24 points.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Napier kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Zubac. Towns, no luck. Clippers leading by 14. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Passes it to Towns. Shoots over Zubac. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's George. Pass to Leonard. Zubac with it. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
That shot off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And here's Napier. Outside, Towns. Now the pass to Wiggins. To halt the run. Shot clock at 6.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. On the wing, George. Pass to Leonard. Over Napier. And it's Leonard missing. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now, here's Culver. Defended by George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what makes Culver difficult to defend, it starts with the footwork and then the change of pace, and you give him that ability to just rise up and shoot over you.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Now here's Leonard, and here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's good, 2 points. Leonard's got 17 points here in the second half.
A beast on the dribble drive. You see Kawhi right there, undeterred by contact.
Towns kicks to Covington. Back to Towns. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Inside. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to Culver. Paul George with the steal. Now Beverly. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:33 left in the fourth. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're behind by 18. 1:30 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Pass to Okogie. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 16th rebound on the night.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Clippers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year. And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for George.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Clippers able to drain the three. Count it.
This league is in good shape when you talk about hard workers like Bell. This guy is going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
The pass to Magruder. Here's Patterson. Bell with the block.
Good job by Bell not giving up on the play, tracking the ball and blocking the shot. Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. Here's Zubac. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Paul, obviously your team is built on defense. It seems like that's a big part of this team's identity.
I mean, we take pride in our defense. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we hang our hats on is, locking down when it counts. And we stayed together and pulled this one out.
Great team effort tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you.